It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Tonight we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Minnesota Vikings and the Los Angeles Rams. Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. This will make it into the end zone. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. Play action. It's Garoppolo. Eluding the pressure right. And his first look is incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Garoppolo, he's going to try and run. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback on the expected passing situation.
That's a perfect example of how he was named NFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's game. He is just all around the football right now, isn't he?
That he is, and it's funny because I talked with the coaching staff about drills that they do in practice, and one of them is called matching hands. And as soon as that hand is launched by the quarterback, you throw up the opposite hand and match that hand with the QB, and oftentimes you're able to knock it away, as we just saw there.
He sets the fire deep. He's got it in, complete. He's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. First carry now for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
Tackle made at the 30.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
And that's called winning at the point of attack, isn't it? Right there at the line of scrimmage. I know he's a little bummed out now. He doesn't get credit for a tackle for a loss, but no gain, his guys will take that.
And speaking of winning, to be as cheesy as we can, he was the winner of the NFC Defensive Player of the Week award from last week, so he's really stringing together some good football.
So not only did he get a gold star, he might have gotten a gold watch too, huh?
This Minnesota D up to the task on the 3rd down pass play. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big pickup there, 20 yards as they convert on 4th. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. Going for a right side here, complete. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic, and people are going to put a little contact on it. Really well done.
And the Rams are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. They'll look to run with Taylor. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Jonathan Taylor, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Rams take it right down and score on the opening drive. It's up, it's good, and the Rams take a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Rams 7, Vikings 0.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. On 1st and 10, Winston. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Winston. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10. Working out of the gun, Winston. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
On the return is Cohen. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And the Rams will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over 1st and 10. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, that he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to them.
7 yards there and a 1st down. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. I also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
2nd and 9.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. The first carry for the shifty Tariq Cohen. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
Gain of 5 brings up 3rd and 4.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. Ed Oliver, that time, the one to get in there and bring him down. Now on 4th down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away. Waiting for it back deep, Antonio Callaway. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Taking it about the 16. A solid 12-yard return after the 55-yard punt. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10.
At their own 28-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your feet. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at their 48-yard line.
Play fake. Winston. Diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. And it's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
And 10. At the
officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. From the gun, Winston. He's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. The sack by Harold Landry, the former Boston College Eagle.
Another Texas start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
And he'll go underneath here to Breida. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. 3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. Here's Winston completing a quick throw out wide. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Matt Breida, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
Ties the game at 7.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Taken in the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
At the 28-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Throwing now is Garoppolo. They'll get that one to Taylor complete. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Garoppolo going to try and throw on third. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. Really nice pick there for the reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week. And a good story on that. He said he didn't even know he won the award. His buddy had to call him. He saw it on television and said, hey, congratulations. How about that?
And I'll bet you his buddy said, well, since you didn't know, I'll just go ahead and claim the award, right? And everything that goes along with it. But the reason he won the award the previous week and what we just saw there, instincts, understanding where the play is going and being able to make a play on the football.
Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Throwing again on second down. Winston will get this into the hands of Breida. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
They'll set up a screen for Breida. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. They'll throw again. Winston. That'll be complete to Breida. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
And it's third down.
Jameis again. The LA defense up to snuff in coverage there. Pushes this to fourth down. More problems here on third down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on third down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. You're down 3 under a minute to go. How aggressive are you going to be in this spot?
Not as aggressive as I probably would want to be. Only down 3. I mean, it might as well be even going into the half. That's not a deficit that makes me want to push it and potentially make a mistake in this situation and cost myself even more points.
But, boy, getting into field goal range and tying it, that's tempting.
Awfully enticing. You almost talked me into it.
Garoppolo again here on 2nd and 10. And his throw here is incomplete. The linebacker, Miles Jack, able to knock that one away.
Well, so far on this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
21.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Credit the sack to Shaquem Griffin.
And we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half.
Taken about 7 yards deep, and he will not bring it out. It's a touchback.
Now to start their next drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we?
And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down. Myles Garrett able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Ron Thornhill. And they bring this one back to the 29. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards.
Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defense.
And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown. Mo Cox, his second touchdown on the season. And the Rams are going to jump back in front. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return.
5-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. On first down, it's Cook, and they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a first down on a gain of 10. On the carry, it's Cook. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's Winston. Slings this deep from McLaurin. It's going to be caught. Touchdown, Vikings. Terry McLaurin, his second touchdown on the season. And the Vikings have once again taken the lead. It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead.
Makes the score Vikings 17, Rams 14.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
This will make it into the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
Pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 31-yard line.
Play fake. Garoppolo. And that'll be incomplete.
Garoppolo's pass thrown away and incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 4.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. From the gun, it's Taylor. And he will have the 1st down as they get into the ground at the 37. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Play action. Garoppolo. Buying time to his left. Now he'll square up and throw deep left sideline.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Good action to this point in the 3rd quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10.
Now whistles and a flag down. I think one of the Rams linemen might have moved. So after the penalty, heading in the wrong direction, 2nd and 15. Garoppolo now. And he's got his man in stride, complete. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a 1st down if not for that penalty moments ago.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
They give to Taylor out of the gun.
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on 4th down. Here we go on 4th down with Garoppolo. This is incomplete. What a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. They'll start with the option. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. On 2nd and 11 now. Winston lets it go for Nelson. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Trayvon Mullen. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen, and he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Back now here on EA Sports. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point, just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. The Rams on 3rd down. It's been a problem, just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. The give to Taylor. And they'll get him down short of the first down, right on the 10-yard line. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
You know, we might start getting some props here in the booth. You know, that one that says the D and then the fence that you put up next to it? How about that? They brought out the jumbo package and still couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage enough to pick up that first down.
Impressive. They were ready defensively for that jumbo set. And open, it's Cup. He's got it. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. They come up here on 1st and 10. And he'll lose yardage on this one, back to the 13. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
Well, they sent the power set out there, and their job is to be man-on-man and move people so they can run the football. But that time, too many men didn't get moved in the box defensively. They end up throwing him for a loss.
Now on 2nd and 13. Garoppolo. Flush to his right. Heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Kenny Moore. He got outside the pocket there trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball downfield, but still the interception.
I think what happened, he did call for the ball thinking that he was open, but I think the quarterback spotted him too late. And that margin that he had on the defenders, that got eaten up, and they came up with the interception.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Cook. They'll head out of bounds yards inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. Sets him up nicely. First and goal. It was a pickup of 14. They'll run with Cook. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
On second and goal, Winston flushed out right. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Rams take over first and 10. At their
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. A golden opportunity for them now following the interception. They need to try to at least get 3. Obviously, a touchdown puts them in a much more secure position. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. Second down.
Brings up second.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. He's brought down there by Kenny Moore.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Now the second down throw on target. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on first and 10. On the handoff, Taylor. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
50-yard line.
Here's second and 9, just a yard on that last run. From midfield, here's Garoppolo. He can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Give the sack to Fletcher Cox.
Brings up third down.
So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on third and long? To throw is Garoppolo. It's his target, the tight end, Mo Alley Cox. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo. And it's complete. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. Garoppolo to throw.
That's complete to Jonathan Taylor out of the backfield.
Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game.
And 5 at the 25-yard line.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
To the sideline and incomplete. Brings up 3rd and 5.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Back to throw. It's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's 4th down.
For Corey Davis.
And an important spot here as on comes the veteran kicker, Mike Nugent. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left.
42-yard attempt.
So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to potentially send us to overtime. And his kick is indeed good. And they will tie this game here in the final seconds. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net. But they send him out here in the 4th quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
Whistle blows, and we need some extra time here to decide who will be the victor.
60 minutes, just not enough some days to decide who's going to win the game.
It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
As we said, they control their own destiny now. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. They call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's Winston. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. A little dinking and dunking that they're doing. At some point, is it appropriate to maybe take a shot?
It is, if you feel good about it. But otherwise, you do what a coach told me a long time ago. Take what they give you, but make them tackle. In other words, get it to one of your guys in space. If he makes someone miss, that could turn into the big play you're looking for.
Oh, and it's intercepted. picked by Emmanuel Mosley, and he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. A costly mistake here at OT.
And you know what they say, when you throw an interception like that in overtime, you don't usually get a chance to throw a second one. I mean, I'm not sure the analytics on it. Let's ask Marvin, our statistician, to ring that down for us. That's typically how coaches and teams feel about it. You throw one, you likely cost yourself the game.
And past the 35, maybe dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. A good pickup, 17 yards, and also a Rams first down. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think they had 3 tight ends in on that set.
And these guys are punching really well. I use boxing analogies a lot. A lot of coaches have told me that when you line up to run the football, it's 10 fistfights along the line of scrimmage, right? You've got to win your share. These 3 tight ends, they almost always win their fistfights.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. 2 minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tied. On second down, it's Taylor. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard. I don't want to overhype it, but this is a big early season game, especially an overtime win. That can give you a big boost going forward in the season.
It certainly can, and I don't think you're overhyping it because cliches go out the window when you start to play overtime. And you're right, the winner of this game now, that's an extra boost moving forward. And it actually is an extra hurt for the team that loses because normally you shake it off. But in this situation, it lingers a little bit longer.
Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. He needed 9, he got 8. And that's going to leave him with a 4th and 1 on their side of the field. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here at OT. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. He hit his first, this one from 40 yards out. And he got it! The kick is good. In overtime, he's able to split the uprights. We were just treated to an absolute dandy in this one. A great finish in overtime with a long field goal. Everybody, including us, on the edge of their seats. Quite a game.
And it's rare that you get a game into overtime that it doesn't turn out to be a dandy, right? That's what we saw here. And just what you were talking about, a long field goal to win it. So definitely not a gimme. So there was tension all the way through until the ball went through the post.
But it did go through the post. Ice water was in his veins. So for Los Angeles, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say good night from Los Angeles.